Jug on the beat, jug on the beat.
Opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. Well, this was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape, Kirk. This lower-ranked team came in here and said, give us some respect, and then went out and earned it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a bit of a shocker to me, just to be able to see this team get run all over the field the entire game. Just didn't show up. I don't know what happened during the week with the preparation, but this blowout, I think, surprised a lot of people around the country.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. They'll go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to...
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every...
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive, that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive.
Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong shape.
With this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Brown will throw it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it.
Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head.
Here we go, first 3rd down of the game. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Now, you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest, they lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. There's the handoff. The junior able to, the offense really threatening now. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And it's picked off in the end zone. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really...
ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up, just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that.
Cats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. He has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Georgia! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the 2nd half if they...
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a...
One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. 2 national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Oxford, Mississippi, and Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home field of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football.
It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The Rebels look to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played.
Something special and rare. It's number 1 versus number 2. These kind of matchups become part of college football history. The entire landscape looking in on this game today. Will we get something special? This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss.
Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Receiver makes the second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. We came in expecting, Kirk, one of the best matchups of the season. In the end, number one goes down in a tough battle.
Well, Chris, you and I call these games a lot, and there's always such anticipation, but it's not often that they live up to the hype. You think about the last 5 to 10 years, we've called a bunch of them. This was a great one. I'm just glad we had the pleasure of covering it.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for room, it's Daniels. And there was before. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Garrett. And he's another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. You know what's great about rivalry games? Push the pace with the no-huddle. Running it to the right. It continues. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And just a short save. You want to talk about building confidence? coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this
walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to team. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of...
and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over. 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime.
Outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is it
multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy completion. 1 on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard.
About statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You got to love that on defense. What are the...
And the Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option to give. All down, but the clean old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance, so throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for.
Because you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a...
Oh, that one's picked off. Heads out of bounds after the interception. Defense makes a huge play here in this close game.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them. At the line of scrimmage by this defense. Looked like a no-brainer. Second and short, easy first down. No, denied. Stopped. Bring up third down.
He finds some space. Good enough for the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him at the 40. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The defense with more pre-snap movement. QB decides to keep it here. And he's tackled right at the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Smith. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side, suddenly, Kirk, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Said it was up and it was stuck.
I hear you cooking up. See?